Well, what I thought is that I'd take all you ladies through a full body jiu-jitsu specific workout. So what I want to share with you guys is ways to train your body to keep you strong and fit for jiu-jitsu rather than, you know, the stock standard way of working out that we do in gyms. And that way that when you get back on the mat to do your rolling, you've got the fitness and the strength. The other thing that I really focus on is like leg strength, because us women have to incorporate our legs into the game. You know, we want to frame with our upper body, and we want to use our legs for strength. And so the workouts that I do are all geared with that in mind, where we're blocking and framing. So we're working on our framing strength for our upper body, and then getting our upper body strong, and also our core. So this way of framing is really functional, but it also keeps you in shape. So this is how I train. This is what I do. Yeah, let's get sweaty, guys. This is going to be fun. So what we're going to start off with is just some mobility. So we're just getting our bodies warm, our joints loosened up. For some of you that are over on the Hawaii side, it's pretty early. Okay, so I don't know where you guys are tuning in from. So now we're just going to go sideways, twisting. And now we're just going to touch our ankles, twisting side to side. Beautiful. Okay, lunging to the side. Other side. Other side. Other side. Cool. All right, we're going to sit through. And from here, we are going to just bring a knee to the side and stretch our lower back. And other side. Awesome. Okay, and let's swivel around. Let's do a nice Cobra stretch. Sink your hips into the mat. Stretch out your lower back. Sitting back prayer position. Let's get that stretch in the shoulders. And moving through to a couple of Hindu push-ups on your knees, just to build up that mobility. And get your shoulders and arms ready. Good. Okay, from here we'll tuck toes under, pushing back for downward dog. And yeah, we're good to go, yeah? Is everyone feeling a bit more mobile? Got the blood flowing a little bit? Yeah? Okay, so I'm going to grab my phone because that's going to be my timer for today. I've been doing these workouts on my own Sophia Fit page for a little while with this kind of format because I feel it's better for athletes, especially when you're competing with timed rounds. So I don't just do 20 reps of something, because you can kind of just do 20 reps or 10 reps and not feel it. I do stuff for like 45 seconds or 1 minute or 5-minute circuits, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to do like a series of exercises for 1 minute. And I want you guys to push through it and try to keep that pace. So we're working your cardiovascular fitness, but we're also working muscular endurance, okay? And for some of us who are like brown and black belts, our matches are really long, right? So we've got to have that muscular endurance and that cardio fitness. So what we're going to start off with is we're going to start off like in a squat without weight to our heels and butt out the back. So we go squat, and then we turn, and we do 2 here. Turn. Okay, so no matter what, we're always in like our sort of stance. So after 1 minute of this, our legs are going to be burning, but I want you guys to pivot your feet. So now you're in your stance this side, back, pivot your feet, stance this side. Easy peasy, yeah? All right, so we're gonna do this for 1 minute, guys. Ready, set, go. Squat, good. Now turn your foot, little pulses. Good, turn back to the squat. Turn. Good, keep this squatting. Good. So this catches up fast because we're not actually coming up. The whole time you're holding this position. Okay, we're a little over halfway now. Who's feeling it? Oh my God. Whew. Keep low, guys. Let's get the legs strong so we can hold our fighter's stance. Breathe through it. Whew, nearly there. And relax. Coming up. Oh, gosh. Okay. Who's feeling that through the legs? That's a really good way to start. So now what we're going to do, we're going to bring it to the ground. We're going to get into our push-up position, which is a great position to keep your whole core strong. In all push-up positions, you have to engage your abs. And we're going to work on some push-ups to help with framing. So what we're going to do, we go push up, and now we bring our opposite hand to our knee. Yep. If you have to do the push-ups on your knees, that's fine. Okay, so knee variation would look like this. All right, so let's do this. 1 minute of push-ups, tapping the opposite knee. Ready, set, go. Keep going, guys. Keep this strong plank shape. Keep square when you bring your knee to your chest. And you're only supporting your body weight with one hand. I'm going to switch here. We've got 20 seconds. And relax. Great. All right. Who was able to do the push-ups on their feet the whole time? If you can do that, that's really great framing strength. So now we're going to work our abs. And this exercise, if you do it right, it kills the abs and it's so good to help with your guard. Okay, so women usually end up playing guard, but often, well, sometimes we can get past because we're not using our hips the right way. What we need to do is lift our hips when we're attacking and be very, very heavy on our opponent. So like things like spider guard, pulling down heavy, but driving hips through the roof, right? So this is the strength that we work on to be able to do that, okay? So we're here. We're gonna do egg beaters like this, but we're going to do egg beaters where we're lifting our hips off the floor. See that? So see how my hips are going side to side? To break it up, we're going to go like 10 lots of egg beaters, and then we're going to go jump hips up to the roof, triangle one side, triangle other. Okay, that's our little routine. Everyone got it? If you do this right and keep your butt off the ground, I'm telling you, your abs are going to be dying. So are you ready? And go. Egg beaters, guys. Watch my hips. See, they're off the ground. Okay? Do 10 of these. And now we drive hips up, triangle. Drive hips up, triangle. Yeah? Egg beaters. Drive hips up, triangle. Drive hips up, triangle. Good. Keep going. We're not even halfway. Really lift those hips. And I want you to not use your hands. So don't do this. Okay, don't put your palms down to try and lift your hips. You've got to use your lower abs. Drive up for the triangle. Drive up for the triangle. All right, 20 seconds. Who's feeling this one? Drive up for the triangle. 10 seconds. Let's go one more round. Shall we move this way? And time. Cool, good stuff. All right, let's sit back into a Cobra Stretch. I always like to stretch out a little bit after we do some more intense exercises. So that is a functional circuit that kind of covers everything. We've got the legs, we've got the upper body, the framing, and we've got the core. So what I want you guys to do is grab a quick drink, and we're going to go through this all again while we're all hot and sweaty, okay? I'm not sure if you guys live can write comments or contribute. I don't know, but what I would really love is just to know where you guys are from, like mostly East Coast, West Coast, or other countries. That'd be great to know. So feel free to write that, and also just let Shama and I know how you're enjoying the workout. Okay. So while our heart rate's up and our muscles are starting to get really warm, we're going to do this all again, guys. The first one is the squat, and then switching to do our lunge stance, okay? For that whole minute, we are not coming up, okay? Ready, set, go. Squat. Keep that butt down, guys. Turn your feet out because your knees follow your feet. You're in a staggered stance here now. Guys, if you can hold this position for a minute, that means that you're going to be killing it on the stand-up part, okay? And it's going to be harder for someone to try and like open you up to jump guard and stuff like that. We have 10 seconds. Let's push the pace. Whew. And time. Good job. Shake it out. All right. We're going to go down to the floor. And we're going to do our push-ups with the knee tap for our core strength and our upper body framing strength, okay? If you need to do the push-ups on your knees, that is so fine. Just remember to have that straight shape from the head to your knees. Ready, set, go. And try not to twist. When you've got your weight through one hand, try to keep as square as much as possible. "20 seconds. Ladies, I know this is tough. Let's keep pushing. Having this upper body strength is very important for framing. I know I say it all the time, but and relax. Awesome, really good work. Yeah, I noticed how important that is for framing because of the difference I see in teaching jiu-jitsu athletes as opposed to normal women who don't train at all, wanting to learn self-defense. And when these women don't have any upper body strength whatsoever, it's very, very hard for them to frame, okay? So that is really important. All right, let's get our lower abs strong to get our killer guard. We have the egg beaters, hips off the ground, then shoot your hips up, each leg for the triangle. Ready, set, go. Circle, hips, and shoot the hips up. Look how high my butt is getting off the floor. I'm gonna go the other way. Everyone has one side more coordinated than the other. Gotta get those hips up though, side to side. All right, we're a little over halfway. Might turn this way so you guys aren't just seeing my butt. Yeah. Nearly there. And time. Awesome work. All righty, let's roll over. Cobra stretch. How are you guys feeling? Shama, feel free to share anything with me because I don't know. I'm just talking to a blank screen right now.
You're doing great, Sophia. You're doing great. We got people from all over the world joining in here.
Oh, fantastic.
They're moving with.
That's so great, guys. Well, thank you for joining, and thank you. If you've shared any feedback with Shama, thank you for that because you guys motivate me. All right, so we're almost done. I just want to go through another couple of important movement patterns that we can incorporate into our workout to keep us fit. And then after that, I think we're opening it up for a little bit of Q&A to deal with health, fitness, and nutrition, stuff like that. So if you need to grab another quick drink, do so, and then we'll get back on the mat for another 2 exercises. Okay, so getting up from the ground as fast as possible is very important. And for those who've been doing these workouts with me in my Facebook group, know that I don't really stop talking about that and the framing. It's just so important. From a self-defense perspective, if you're knocked down on your butt and you cannot get up fast, then you're in trouble. But from a jiu-jitsu perspective, learning to get up really fast and turning a sweep into a takedown is really important. And that is the difference between getting the sweep or getting the takedown or not when your opponent is really fighting hard to resist the sweep, yeah? So it's all about getting up off the ground really fast. So that's what we're gonna do in this minute drill. We're gonna go sit, hand opposite foot. We're gonna bring this leg back, get in our stance and back down. We do a sit up, other side. So we're looking at speed here. If you guys are having trouble getting to your foot right away, then the modification will be knee. Okay, you see that? And then we come up. So just work to your level, but this is very important for overall mobility, speed, and a minute of these guys, you'll feel it in your heart, okay? So, ready, set, go. We do a sit-up, hand opposite foot. Tactical stand-up in our stance. Bring this leg back through. Now we do a sit-up other side. Oh, switching through and back down. Sit up, switch through. All right, now I'm going to pick up the speed a little bit. So we're working our heart rate, we're working mobility. the pace, guys. We've got about 10 seconds to go. And time. Good job. Okay. So the last exercise we do is another ab exercise. Core is extremely important for all performance athletes. Okay. So this one is, we're going to be as if we're in butterfly guard. See that? And we're just tapping our ankle like this. So it's kind of butterfly position. So you guys will have to like try to work on holding that for a whole minute. You'll feel it in your upper abs, lower abs, your hip flexors, and your quads. Alrighty, guys. Ready, set, go. This is the last exercise, so let's make it count. Butterfly, touching ankles. Keeping this posture, okay? The more you lean back, the harder you're working, but not so that your back is on the ground, okay? All right, we are halfway now. You guys are like, oh my God, I'm dying. Let's go, keep this posture. Feel the burning in your hip flexors, but know that this is getting you that strength of butterfly for a really strong butterfly guard. And for women, I really recommend this guard actually, because it's a great way, and time, good job. This guard is a great way to stop someone from putting their weight on you, okay? So, hope you guys enjoyed that. I want to guide you through a very quick stretch so you're not sore later on, and then hand it back over to Shama, yeah? Shama, does that work for you?
Let's do it.
Okay, so guys, we're going to swivel around and just sink our hips into that Cobra Stretch again. And we're just stretching out the hip flexors here and also the abs. So with all the workouts that I've been doing and all my training, everything in my little group, we go through stretching after every session. And that's because mobility is just as an important part as the strength and the fitness as an athlete. So mobility and flexibility. We're just going to bring one leg forward, sit into this stretch. And so, you know, women generally don't have as much strength or that powerful strength like that a male athlete has. So we have to really harness our attributes, and flexibility and mobility are some of our main attributes. So ladies, what I'm saying is stretch every day, because when you can wind your leg around behind your head to get out of something, it works to your advantage. All right, switching sides. Good. Bring your front foot out and just sink into this stretch. Awesome. Okay, almost there. Sitting through. We're going to lie flat, and you're just going to bring your knee over to the side. Drop your opposite shoulder on the mat and get that nice stretch throughout the vertebrae. Might move up a fraction. You guys can see me. Beautiful. Okay, change sides. All right, and spinning around. Just going to tuck toes under, pushing back for downward dog. Drive your shoulders into your heels. And we're done. I hope you guys enjoyed that.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Sophia. That was
My pleasure.
That was a lot of fun. It's still very early here, and I'm not a morning person, but I look forward to doing that later. We had people from all over. We had some folks in South Africa, Canada, a couple in Canada that I saw, East Coast, West Coast, Midwest. So thank you everyone for tuning in. If you guys are not following Sophia already, how can we follow you?
Oh, yes. Well, I have my Facebook page. You can friend me on Sophia McDermott, but I've got my fan page, Sophia Fit, and my private group where I'm hosting these live workouts, but the workouts are longer. This is kind of a little preview. So my workouts are in this group called Sophia Fit Health and Fitness Tips. And it's a private group because I don't want douchebags coming in just to curve. So I personally accept everyone. So it's just this lovely collective group. And so just request and then I'll accept you there. But I also, there's more stuff on my website, which is www.sophiafit.com.
You've also put out a couple cookbooks, right?
So, I look at overall health and wellness. I'm a certified trainer and fitness nutrition specialist with National Academy of Sports Medicine. So a big thing of what I do is nutrition as well. And so, I've got a deal at the moment going on where you can grab my 7-day meal plan, which is for 50% off. And it's just like a whole 7 days worth of meals and snacks mapped out in front of you. So I've got that, a nutrition ebook. I've got workout videos, and also just informative newsletters and blogs. Really geared to health and fitness and jiu-jitsu, particularly for women's fitness. Yeah.
Absolutely. So we got Mother's Day coming up tomorrow. Do you have any special advice for either, soon to be moms that are, just trying to stay fit, or moms that have recently given birth? I know that you focus on pre and postnatal as well.
Yes, I do. Gosh.
That's a big one.
It is a big one. So many questions have come my way over the years as to whether to train or not to train while you're pregnant. I think it's a totally personal thing in what you're comfortable with. But as long as you are monitoring, your heart rate's in check, you're not overheating, you're hydrated, and you're only training with your safe circle, I think you're fine up until probably about the 7-month mark. But it's a personal thing. That was my journey. And it's interesting because the times where the most issues can arise is actually often the time when most women don't even realize that they're pregnant. And that's when they're training super hard and potentially overheating and dehydrated. And overheating, when the little fetus is like this big, that's where a lot of the complications can come into play. So it's interesting that happens and we don't know yet often. But just stay cool, stay hydrated, monitor your breathing, and stay safe. But after pregnancy, that's also a personal thing. But one of the things that's overlooked a lot is corrective exercises for the pelvis and core. I actually think that every woman on the planet should do a standardized, to a degree, corrective exercises for the pelvis and core. So if you guys want to know what some of them are, hit me up later. I've written a few articles about this, specializing in pregnancy fitness. But when you come back to jiu-jitsu after having a baby, a lot of you guys, and I found it myself, you can't shoot your hips up for triangles. You can't use your hips the same way. And so there's certain exercises to do that can rehabilitate that strength in the hips and the core and the glutes and pelvis. So do that along with your other training.
What would you recommend for, say, for somebody who is just getting into jujitsu, and their goals are to lose weight, to get healthy? Do you advise them to supplement their training with additional workouts, or should they just be focusing on getting their body used to the movements? Or what do you recommend for somebody? I know you teach as well, so.
I think both are important. Uh, I think learning jujitsu and then having a supplemental strength program is really important. I know that a lot of people think, oh, with this art, we don't really use strength, it's all technique. That's a crock of crap. Strength does come into play, it really does. But it's just about applying our strength at the right time, in the right position, you know what I mean? And so I think it's very, very important to actually have a supplemental strength and conditioning workout with your jujitsu. But it's not what you'd usually think it is. It's more like what I've done today. It's body movement. It's learning movement patterns. It's utilizing your whole body rather than kind of just standing there and doing bicep curls and shoulder press in a gym. You know, it's a very different way of training. We're looking at training for performance athletes, not for getting up on stage and posing.
So you also, in addition to all the other hats that you wear and all the other areas that you're in, you also run fitness camps, right? Wellness camps, lifestyle camps, as I think.
Yes. Well, the longer ones are lifestyle camps, and then the shorter ones are weekend retreats, which is kind of like the Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And they encompass all health and wellness. What I found was coming my way was women wanting to learn technique from me, but also learn a healthier way of life. And it wasn't just what I was eating that they were interested in. It was the choices I'm making in my life, like from like a mindset point of view. Do you know what I mean? So I thought, yeah, cool. And so I've had 10 camps already over the last quite a few years. They're all amazing. And honestly, I don't think it's so much what I offer that makes these camps amazing. It's who comes in. All of you ladies who have come to my camps are just so amazing. But I offer yoga, meditation, nutrition, the healthy eating, the meals are all done, obviously the jujitsu, and I bring in facilitators that showcase their skill set. So, yeah, I have one. Well, it got pushed back, so now it's end of June, and then I've got my big lifestyle camp in Florida for the 22nd of October. It's not launched yet because everything's just a big question mark, but yeah. So you can find information about my retreats and camps on my website, sophiafit.com. But honestly, they're an amazing experience, and it's women coming together with nothing but support and like a sisterhood mindset in mind. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for leading the workout today. If you guys haven't checked out the Girls in Gis podcast, I strongly recommend you do. Sophia was one of our guests. That was one of the most fun times I've had in a long time. You guys dropped some serious truth bombs. It was you and Dominica and Emily, and I've listened to it a million times, and I still enjoy it every time. So you guys can find that on the Girls in Gis website. We have a lot of things going on. It's on Spotify, and it's on iTunes, it's on YouTube. You can access it all through girlsandgis.com. We also have a couple. If you guys have been enjoying these segments, we have a lot more coming up in March. We realize, a lot of us are still kind of transitioning back in, and some of us have not transitioned out of quarantine completely or at all. So we find that it's super important for us to keep you guys engaged and entertained. And we've reached out to women like Sophia, who just have generously donated their time to be a part of this effort on our part. Some of the things we have coming up, if you guys haven't already taken a look, is We have next up on May 11th, we have the legendary Leticia Ribeiro. She's going to be doing an Ask a Black Belt segment with us on Instagram, where you guys can log in, ask any question you'd like. She answers it real time. So that is next up. That's on the 11th. We also have a opportunity on the 15th, where we have a group of women, master women, that are going to be talking about master women issues. We have Val Worthington, Bernadette Robinson, and Felicia O. That'll be doing that. So take a look, see what we got going on all month long. We have incredible women like Sophia that'll be volunteering their time and their efforts to keep you at home entertained and informed and fit. So thank you again, Sophia.
It's
It was a
awesome. Thank you
pleasure
so
working with
much.
you as usual.
Yeah, thank you so much for the opportunity. And I just wanted to say, like, going back to your Mother's Day thing, actually, one of the reasons why I do the camps and I'm doing these workouts in my page from like Tuesday till Sunday, and kind of what I do and what you do too, Shama, is the whole idea is about doing you. My camp slogan is do you. And so the little advice that I'd give you ladies for Mother's Day, who are mothers, is to use that day to actually really do you and put yourself forward first and just do things that you want to do. And whether it's doing jiu-jitsu online or having a workout or I don't know, what we do so much as women is that we spend our time giving to everyone else. And we need to fill our cup too. So that's what really this is all about, what we're all doing here together, isn't it? So I just wanted to share that.
No, thank you. I appreciate that. You're 100% correct. You know, the mothers are what make this world go round. So thank you to all our fabulous mothers out there for everything that you do and bringing life and continuing making the world go round. So enjoy your day tomorrow, ladies, and do something nice. Or if you're in a different time zone and it's already Mother's Day, happy Mother's Day to you for all our Aussie friends. Sophia. But awesome. Well, thank you so much, Sophia. Always a pleasure. And you take care. I appreciate you too. Thank you. And all you at home, take care. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll